So begins our final day here, Ranworth Staithe. The shop where we can get our morning newspaper and some provisions. The Judith IV, a Martham boat we hired in 1968. Memories. Here I'm reminded of another Norfolk word. You notice Bella's knapsack. In Norfolk dialect, a ladybird is a bishy Barnaby. The word ladybird comes from Our Lady's bird, the Virgin Mary's bird. Bishy Barnaby is said to come from an old rhyme, but nobody knows for sure. Some say it's Bishop Barnaby. I remember a green bug in Jamaica that we would avoid as it emitted a terrible stink. That was also called a bishop. I think it was because it was shaped like a bishop's mitre. What's this? Looks like a death's head hawk moth caterpillar. But that's a guess. I'm not a lepidopterist. The kids love water, even the puddles, and Amy has prepared them for it with waterproofs and wellies. They really enjoyed playing in the puddles. For them, a time to explore. Ranworth Broad is a Norfolk Wildlife Trust's nature reserve. The village of Ranworth, actually on Malthouse Broad. 1,000 years ago, a malthouse was an important building where cereal grain, such as barley, was converted into malt by soaking it in water, allowing it to sprout, and then drying it to stop further growth. Even today, malt is used in brewing beer, whiskey, malted milk, and malt vinegar. Malt houses 1,000 years ago were very important and common, and usually placed near water. We're making our way to the Broads Wildlife Centre that's on Ranworth Broad, adjacent to the Malthouse Broad, a beautiful thatched cottage in the midst of the Car, or wetland. Up the staircase on the first floor, we can view the Broad. A grey heron fishing. This heron had just been released because he got caught up in a fishing line. Upstairs at the centre, it's also an interactive learning centre where school children can observe and participate. Downstairs, a shop. Love the staircase. The shop sells Norfolk ice cream. I love the apple flavour. Then we rode the Damselfly electric boat to give the kids a close-up view of the wildlife. As usual, the warden a mine of information and quick to spot interesting sights. The blackhead gull's chicks had just hatched. There's one. There's three. A cacophony of sound. A warning not to get too near. Some young grey geese. another grey heron fishing. I remember coming here when, in a week, we would see only 2 or 3. Now, thanks to the Norfolk Wildlife Trust, they're a common sight. Not only that, but they're used to the boats and don't get spooked easily, allowing me to get great shots. So ends another great Broad's adventure. The sojourn of us Broadophiles, exploring a unique part of England. That night we stayed in the solitude of Barton Broad once more, had dinner in the midst of nature, watched the sunset, and reflected on another wonderful holiday with the family.